can a team become more talented based on experience and coaching through a few years? Or is talent just you're as talented as you are from the beginning?
Deep question there. So is talent, can you develop
Can
talent?
a player become more talented through coaching and experience, or
Yeah.
is it
That's
just
called development, yeah, sure. That's something that I think, of all the things that I'm very proud of, 9 coaches and the support staff that's over the top is, because everybody has a good recruiting class tonight, and then some go on and guys drafted and great performances, and that's because of what goes on behind the scenes with Coach Marati, and absolutely.
last year you guys came into the Michigan game, I think generally viewed as even or on even footing, and I think that as the game played on, that your recruiting and the players that you had on your roster, there was a talent gap. From what you've seen on Michigan on film this year, have they been able to close that gap? Granted, you guys lost some guys to the draft through one recruiting class, or do you feel like their talent has become a little bit more?
Oh no, I've always, the one thing you can always count on is that team having really, really good players. I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen them. I've been involved watching from afar, and then also they're always great players. You know, the difference is there's 47 seniors or something, some crazy number of experience. These guys have been here for a while, but they're grown men that have been playing for a while. So very, very good team, very talented. Has the gap closed? I don't know if I've ever considered a gap. You know, I always look at these 2 teams, and if there is, it doesn't matter.
Far right over here, Clay.
This game is rivalry.
In the 70s, Bo Woody, my mother, for some reason, I still, to this day, don't know why, grabbed me and said we have to go run an errand. And what the hell are we talking about? I'll leave that game. In Nashville, Ohio, outdoor mall, walking down, and over the loudspeakers, I just kept stopping listening to the game in the 70s, the 10-year war.
Was there ever any question as to who you would side with?
None.
Front row right, Bill.
This is the first time that this is the biggest game in the rivalry in 10 years. Michigan finally is more or less on equal footing with you guys. How different is the feel for this game this year, given all that's at stake?
I've never looked at them, and every time we played them, last year there was a lot at stake. Our first year undefeated season, second year was a chance to go play for the national title. We didn't follow through the championship game. Third year, we got to the national, right? Or fourth year?
Third year.
Third year.
2014.
Yeah. So big.
Can I ask one question about Pat Elflein? I know you've talked about how important he is. Just how crucial is he on and off the field for you?
I can't give an adjective to overemphasize his value to our program. And I've done this 29 years. He's as good a player, person, leader as I've ever been around. And we have a senior tackle on Thursday. That'll be a tough one.
Second row middle, Jerry.
I think we're in a very evaluation-friendly profession, and he's in a very evaluation-friendly position. You look at wins, number one, and then you look at statistical touchdown, interception, passing efficiency, and that easily makes him one of the greatest quarterbacks probably to play the game. Not just, does he throw the best curl route or whatever? I don't know that, but I don't care. He's one loss record, TD to interception ratio, and passing efficiency are the things that I always look at. But number one is without question the one loss. Do you win games? That's a tough position.
When you stack him up with guys like Joshua Harris and Tim, how do you?
Here we go.
How do you?
Big game this week, man. And I love JT Barrett.
Third row right.
Factor maybe brought for you guys for the game.
I actually remember it very well. I remember we won the game. We started the season bad, lost 2 games, Alabama and Washington. Got smoked in Washington. And went on a nice run, I think 9 straight or something like that. And they lost to Minnesota. And then we had the Vince Workman had a touchdown. And we missed a field goal right at the end and went to the Cotton Bowl and won that. So I remember it very well.
And do you remember the reaction in the building when he made that comment?
Not really. I remember it was typical, like if someone says that.
Yeah. You've got a turnover right now with JT, Mike Weber over 1,000 yards now. Curtis Samuel, the only player in the nation with 600 plus rushing and receiving.
What do you feel about that trio going into this game? Does it give you a balance?
Yeah, we have to utilize all the weapons, and because what we just said is true. We also have some other receivers playing pretty good tight ends, we get more involved. So there are, statistically, the offense is pretty good. I think we're number one in the Big Ten, if I remember right. I haven't checked it this week. But you're going to need it against the defense like this. You'll need every one of them play their best.
Can I ask